Hello! My name is Mars, and my pronouns are they, them. And I'm here for another question of the month. So this month we were asked, is there a girl or a woman who has inspired us, advocated for us, or supported us throughout our HIV journey? And I would say definitely. I would say there's been a few. So the first that I would like to bring up would be my aunt who raised me. My mom, the woman who is the reason why I'm alive. She taught me what it meant to be an advocate at a very young age. By being honest with me, by being transparent with me about what was going on, what I was experiencing, trying to help me as a young kid understand what to anticipate so that I could be less scared. She tried to advocate for me in all my medications and the side effects. She used to take notes on all of the medications and their side effects so that when I would go to the doctor every month or every 2 weeks, however often it was when I was a kid, she would have all of that to be able to report back to the doctor. I was a part of a lot of different studies when I was a kid, and back then we didn't really have a choice. It was either be a part of the study or allow yourself to die. Like, unfortunately, that was what it was like back in the 80s and the 90s. So she made sure that I was a part of the different studies that, allowed me to try these different medications that either worked or they didn't work. But she was the true grit behind figuring out what did work. And I don't think no. I know I would not be here if she didn't do all of that, if she didn't sacrifice what she thought would be her life to raise me. So thank you. If you're watching this, thank you, and I love you. The next person that I would like to speak about is my inspiration to this day. And that is my late friend, Leanna Thornton. She passed away a few years ago, probably about 3 years ago now. And I don't know that I've ever been the same since. So about 6 or 7 years ago, when I was introduced to the advocacy world here in Albany, when I started getting more involved in HIV work, I was paired up with Leanna because she was the leader of the younger crowd that was a part of this group. And I was brought in to kind of help her lead this younger crowd. And we bonded as lifetime survivors, so she was also born HIV positive, just like me. And so every table that we sat at, we were a united force because there's not a lot of us. There's 12,500 of us roughly nationally. And then there's about a little over 2,000 of us are here in New York. And those of us born in the 80s and 90s, there's only about 4,000 of us left total. So there's not a ton of us around. And so when you're able to sit at a table, and us being usually the only two lifetime survivors, us advocating for the same thing, it kicked, it meshed, it went well. And, we connected on a lot of those levels, and she just really was my inspiration. She was younger than me. She had 2 beautiful daughters, and I miss her every day. And honestly, I know she was my inspiration because advocacy just has not been the same without her. And I know it doesn't end here. If anything, she's my motivation now. When I'm feeling down, when I'm feeling a little stressed, I'm like, Leanna. And she's like, Mars, you got this. You got this. You've always got this. And so I just try to remember that and remember her. But she, to this day, has honestly been one of my biggest inspirations. So, to the important people in my world, thank you. And I love you. And thank you for supporting me, because I know there's a lot more out there that I didn't mention today, because it would be like an hour-long video if I could really appreciate everybody who has been such a positive influence in my life. Thank you all. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your month. It's getting warm. I'm excited. I want to go bike riding. Catch you later.